Hello Stampin' friends and welcome. This is Dee Osburn and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we are going to make this super cute gnome card, Gnome Pumpkin card using the Hello Harvest stamp set and a couple of die sets. We're going to use the Gnomes dies and we're going to use the Rustic Pumpkin dies. So we're going to use those and we're going to make this super cute Gnome Pumpkin card. So if you like this video as you go along, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I love getting comments. I'll comment back to everyone who comments to me. Everything that you need to make this card will be listed in the description below with all the links of everything that you will need and the measurements. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to need is we are going to get a piece of rich Razzleberry Card stock. Let's put this off to the side over here. So we're going to get a piece of rich Razzleberry Card stock, and it is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and it's scored at 4 1/4. Then we're going to take a piece of basic white and we're going to glue it to the inside. And this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And this is where you write your message to the person that you're sending it to. And we're going to make a little variation to this card today. We're going to use a little bit of a different sentiment. I have a couple of different options for this card and some option ideas for you. So on this one we did wishing you the loveliest day. So we're going to do a little something different on this one. So the next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of designer series paper from the Rustic Harvest paper set, designer series paper set, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to glue that to the front. If you have not seen this designer series paper yet, it is absolutely stunning. You have to see it in person to really appreciate the rich colors that are in that set. It is so beautiful. So we're putting this piece on the front. This is going to be our card front. And then you're going to need another piece. I took a piece of rich raspberry, cut it 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. You're going to need that. And you're going to need a piece of basic white, cut at 3 by 3. Okay, so that's going to make that. All right, and on this piece of basic white, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to stamp. You're going to get from the Hello Harvest, you're going to get this stamp set, or this stamp, okay, and you're going to get some Memento black ink, and you'll ink up your stamp, okay, ink it up real good. And you might twist just to get that ink on there real good, and then tap, tap, tap. Get it on there real nice. Stamp this side. Okay, and then ink it up again. Twist a little bit to make sure you're getting it really inked up. And tap, tap, tap. Turn it around. And stamp this side. And it's okay, you know, that some of it goes off. That's fine. It's okay. No worries. Then make sure you clean your stamp and put your ink away, because I can't tell you how many times I've stuck my hand in my ink or ruined my card because I dropped something in it. Part of my card. Now we're going to color this, and I've got a whole bunch of Stampin' Blends to use today, and we're going to use some of them for the pumpkin gnome and some of them for the flowers. So for the green leaves on this flower, I used light mossy meadow and dark granny apple green. And I used the Mossy Meadow on the leaves that have this kind of chevron in them. You know, they're really detailed. And then on the smaller leaves, I used the Granny Apple Green. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then on all the other leaves, I used the dark Granny Apple Green. Okay. And then I took a light Daffodil Delight and I colored the small little flower here and all these, I don't know what these are, like dandelions, I guess. So I colored all of those and the little buds. And with these Stampin' Blends, you barely have to touch the paper. They're spectacular. And I'm noticing that I missed a leaf. I missed a leaf with this light Mossy Meadow right here. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use this light rich raspberry, and I'm going to color this flower and this flower with the light rich raspberry. I'm going to color the entire flower, and then I'm going to come back with the color lifter, and then I'm going to come back with the rich raspberry one more time, so you'll see. Okay, once you get that done, excuse me, you're going to get your color lifter and you're going to just take the color out of the middle. Okay, so that it's nice and light. Okay, and then you're going to come back with your rich raspberry again. Can't get this open. And you're just going to darken those where the little lines are. You're just going to darken that just a little bit, just to give it a little dimension. And then we're going to do the same thing with this flower. Okay. Now we're going to color this one and this one with dark Mango Melody. Okay. We're going to color the whole thing with dark Mango Melody. That side's dry. Actually, I might start with some light Mango Melody, because I want this one to be a little lighter. I'm going to color the whole thing. And if you don't have Mango Melody, you could use crushed curry or any of the other yellows. And then I'm going to do this one as well. Once you're done with the Mango Melody, you're going to take dark pumpkin pie and you're going to just hit those little highlighted detail lines. and then the little dots that are inside. And you can kind of dot around where the dark black is around that edge. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing to this flower. All right, now this time we're going to take the pumpkin pie and we're going to color the whole flower with pumpkin pie. And we're going to do these last 2 flowers. Then I'm going to come back with that Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to do the center with that. And it kind of takes the dark pumpkin pie away and leaves a brighter yellow center. Okay. The other thing that you could do, the other technique that you could use, is you could do the center first, right? We'll do this one this way. And then color the leaves, and leaving the center with the yellow. That gives it a little bit of a brighter center, a lighter yellow center. So 2 different ways that you can do this. All right, and there's the 2 different ways to do that. Now this is all done. We can set that to the side, and we're going to work on our pumpkin. So we're going to bring in a scrap. I've already cut the gnome's feet and his nose, and for his hat I cut out a piece of rich razzleberry. Okay. And we're going to stamp. We're going to get the pumpkin stamp from the Hello Harvest. We're going to ink it up with some Memento Black. We're going to ink it up real good, kind of twisting it to make sure that we're getting good ink on it. And then we're going to stamp it, making sure the ink gets nicely soaked in before we pick up, and we have a nice crisp image. And then we will clean our stamp, put our ink away. Okay, now to do the pumpkin, I'm going to start by coloring the whole thing with Light Mango Melody, and I'm going to cut these 2 sides off, so we don't really have to color those, but you want to go into that just a little bit. So we're going to color with Light Mango Melody. And we will fussy cut, even though there is a die for this, we're going to fussy cut this out because, you know, we don't need these 2 pieces. Okay, so that's our Light Mango Melody. Then I'm going to come in with some light Cajun Craze. And I'm just going to color, I'm just going to scribble color the top of the pumpkin where the lines are. Okay, and I'm going to scribble color the bottom of the pumpkin where the lines are. Then I'm going to come in with my dark pumpkin pie, And I'm going to scribble color starting here. I'm going to kind of blend and scribble color a little bit lower. Kind of blending those two colors together. Okay. And I'm not going all the way up on the Cajun Craze because I do want some of that darker color. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with a dark Mango Melody, and I'm going to scribble color and blend the rest of it. It may take a little bit to do it, so just be patient. My dark Mango Melody is almost empty. It's a retired color, and I won't have this dark Mango Melody after this. But you can use crushed curry or some other yellow. Let me use this side and see if I have any more color. There we go. I do have a little bit more color on this side. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in bring back the light Mango Melody and kind of blend that some more. I don't want to see stark lines, right? I want it to be nice and blended. Okay, and I can always come back with some more of my pumpkin pie. No, that side's not going to work for me. And just lightly touch it, right? Just lightly touch it up. Just lightly touch it up. Okay, this one actually looks pretty good. Just gonna lightly bring in some more of that color. Come back with my light Mango Melody, or if you're using crushed curry or whatever color you're using, and blend that pumpkin pie in there. Okay, blend that pumpkin pie. Okay, we're just going to keep doing that until we get it just like we want it. Now I'm kind of covering up almost all of my Mango Melody, and then I'm going to come back and blend that. And then one more time with my pumpkin pie, this time going up into the Cajun Craze just a little bit. Okay. And one more time with my Mango Melody. Okay, and we're going to let that dry for just a minute. All right, this is nice and dry, and it has this beautiful, rich pumpkin color. And it's okay that it's bleeding out onto that piece because we're going to cut that off. So now we're going to take our, last thing we're going to do is take our light mossy meadow, and we're going to color the stem. And then we're going to come in with our, we don't really need to do that because we're going to cover it up. So you don't really need to color the stem because the hat of the gnome is going to cover it up. But I don't know. I liked coloring it. So I did. I did. And then the dark granny apple green. But it's really unnecessary because, you know, you're not going to see the stem. Okay. So then we're going to get our scissors and we're going to fussy cut out our pumpkin. And we're going to cut close right on the black line, and we're going to cut off the two end pieces of the pumpkin. We don't need those sections. So you're just going to fussy cut this out. Okay. All right. Once you get that done, you have this beautiful pumpkin, right? So pretty. Oh my goodness. And it gets lighter and brighter as it dries. So we are done with our Stampin' Blends. So let's put them away. And we're going to get our, we're going to build our gnome. So here's the hat, but we're going to need to color his nose. So I guess we're not quite done with our Stampin' Blends. We're going to color his nose and color his feet. So on this one, I colored his feet brown, but I thought it might be kind of cute to color his feet green. So for his nose, I used a tones blend, the 900. And I just went across like that. Okay. And then on this one, I put his nose going that way. I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to put his nose this way on this one? So let's do that. We're just going to put a little dot of glue on the top of the nose. And then attach it to the back of the hat. Okay. And that's his nose. And you can take that extra glue off of there with your scissors. Okay. Just make sure his nose is straight. So you can put him on here, kind of play around with it a little bit. Make sure while the glue is still, you know, wet, that you get it straight. Okay. So what do you think? Cute, huh? Love it. This one, he's got a skinny nose, and on here he's got a little fat nose, right? So cute. All right, so now we can put some glue on the bottom of his hat and attach his hat to the pumpkin. And you just want to make sure that you have it, you know, if you're way up here, I mean, you could do that, right? It could be a really tall one. So you really kind of have some options as to where you're going to put it. You just want to make sure that the hat reaches the edges and that it's on straight. Okay, and you let that dry for just a few minutes. And while that's drying, you can color his feet. And I'm going to make his feet green on this one. And I just did it the same way that I did the nose. I just colored it across like that with my blend. And this is Granny Apple Green. Okay, and then I turned it And I did his other foot. How fun. I think I like it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if we like the green. Maybe we want darker green. I kind of like it. I could have done the darker green. That might have been cute too. But since I have that, I'm going to leave it. All right, so now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put his feet on. So you just put a little stream of glue right there. And decide if you want it like that. Do you want him to be tall and have some of the legs showing? On this one, I just put feet. So on this one, maybe we'll make him taller. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe just a little bit taller. Okay. Make him just a little bit taller. And make sure his legs are centered. Okay. And then you're going to let that dry. And while that's drying, you're going to glue this square to this square. Okay. So now after I glued these two together, and you notice it's not perfectly centered on there. It's okay. I'm talking about the flowers. You know, they're not perfectly centered on there, but that's all right. Now, I glittered around the edge of this rich raspberry square, and I did that before I glued it down. So let's do that. And I just went along very like thin with my two-way glue pen. Okay. Very thin stream. And then I took my glitter. This is just fine glitter. You can get it at Amazon. I'll put a link below. And just dip each side into the glitter. Okay, and it just makes this nice edge. Okay, so nice. Okay, then we're going to glue it on there. And you want to think about where you want your sentiment, but I think it's okay to glue it pretty much right in the center. On this one, I glued it up a little higher, and I thought, oh, I could have put it down a little lower. So on this one, I think I will. I'm going to glue it pretty much right in the center. And you can tell me which one you like better. Okay, so that's pretty much right in the center of my card. Okay, make sure you get it on here straight before the glue dries. Okay, very nice. Okay, and then I popped up my gnome. So I'm going to get some dimensionals. Okay, and we're going to put one, if I can get it to come off, we're going to put one at the top. Right here, we're going to put one where it overlaps to just give it some extra, you know, security. And then we're going to put one in the center. And we're going to put one here where his feet overlap the pumpkin, again, to give it a little extra security. Okay, and probably, I think, looking at it, I'm going to put a mini dimensional. Actually, I'm not going to put the mini dimensional at the top because I want that to be able to be loose enough to go over my sentiment if I want to. I can always come back and put a little dimensional on there if I need to. Okay, so we'll wait. So we're going to put this on here. We're just going to put it right towards the bottom, kind of center it so that we can see some of these flowers. Isn't that cute? How cute is that? All right, so here I did Wishing You the Loveliest Day, and I did it all in, I actually did it in Blackberry Bliss. I felt like the Rich Razzleberry was a little too light, so I went ahead and did Blackberry Bliss. On this one, I stamped it. I stamped the whole stamp in Blackberry Bliss, and then I took a dauber and I daubed into my memento, and I went across just the words like that. I daubed across just the words, and then stamped it. So on this one, see, this one's all purple, all Blackberry Bliss, and this one has the words in black. So you can decide which one you like better. I kind of like that one, but I think I asked my husband and my friend, and they liked that one better. But I also stamped out of the Hello Harvest stamp set the Hello, and I stamped the You Are Such a Blessing. So we could put the Hello, which I think is super cute. Okay, isn't that adorable? We could put that on there, which I think that's the one I'm going to do. But we could also put You Are Such a Blessing. Isn't that cute too? Very, very cute. I'm going to put the Hello, because I want to send it as just a note card to say hello, right? So I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on there. We're going to take those off, and we're going to slide this up under his hat and kind of use this guide as a guide to decide the angle. And there we go. Then we're going to press it down. How cute is that? Now there's just one more thing we need to do. I, on this one, put glitter, of course, right? So I'm going to put some glitter on, just one little swish, and then in the center, I'm going to put one little swish on those, a couple of dots there, one little swish on each leaf, and some dots on all of these flowers. And then anywhere where there's a little stripe, actually I didn't do that at the top on the last one, but oh well, we're going to do it on this one since we already went. Then we're going to put it down here on every little black line that was stamped. And then I went along the edge of his hat like this, and I put a little bit of glue there too. So let's glitter it now and see what we think. So you just take the glitter and you just sprinkle it all over. Be generous, don't be afraid. Sprinkle it all over your card. Okay, and then dump it off. Tap, tap, tap. Dump it off. And then I have this makeup brush that I got at Amazon, and I'm going to brush off excess. And there we go. There we have it. Isn't it cute? Now the other thing that you could do is you could come in and you could put in some rhinestones, which I think we will. Okay, I think I'm going to use these. These are kind of old. They're Noble Peacock rhinestones, which is really old, but they have these great purple ones. You could use any color. You could use just regular basic rhinestone jewels and place some rhinestones on here. But I saw these and I thought, oh, I think I like them. So I grabbed them up. All right, what do you think? I think I'm going to move this one. I don't want that one there. I I think I want it right there. You like it there? No. Let's put it back over here. Maybe you're at like right there. Okay, what do you think? Well, this one doesn't have rhinestones. I'll probably go back and put rhinestones on there. Maybe we'll move this one up. Put it right. Maybe we'll put it right there. What do you think? Right there? No, I like it. Like maybe right there. There we go. So this one has rhinestones. This one does not. Couple of differences in these two cards. The sentiment, wishing you the loveliest day, which you could do with some black ink for the sentiment, so you could have it that way. And then I liked the hello, or you could do you are such a blessing. This one, he's got green feet. Here he's got brown. This one's got rhinestones. This one does not. Everything else on this card is pretty much the same. Oh, the nose. Here I put the nose going up and down, and here I put it side to side. So you tell me which one you like. I thought having a little gnome pumpkin for the fall season would be super fun. I hope that you like it. I hope that you'll give this a try and make a gnome pumpkin for yourself. Remember, we used the Hello Harvest stamp set and the gnome dies and the Rustic Harvest dies. Everything that you need will be in the description below, all the links and measurements and everything. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I had so much fun making this. Give it a try yourself and come back and see me.